Hi guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am so sorry that I was unable to deliver the video on Thursday. I guess things just didn't go as planned and in schedule as I wanted it to be. So yeah, so I'll be doing a video now and post it today. But I hope that your week has been wonderful and productive, and yeah, that you guys are ready for part 2 of the bullying experience video. So the one that we're gonna watch now today and comment and react to is a conversation between a bully and her victim after 15 years. So I guess the bully wanting to have a closure and also to give closure to her victim from the past. So let's hop right to the video. So we'll start with the introduction and I'll see you guys in a few. Welcome back. So the video that we're gonna watch, I got it from BuzzFeed. I love the contents that they just display. You know, they have different type of topics and stuff like that, and this is when I was doing a research for bullying and things like that, I found this video. So let's start it.
Virginia and I met in middle school. Our relationship was basically, she was someone that I picked on. I was a bully to Virginia.
So my first encounter with bullying, I guess with her, probably was around 5th grade.
I think I said nasty things about how much she weighed.
Do you have any questions for Nyasha?
I guess the main question would just be why now?
Which is a very interesting question, but you know, when you don't deal with your past and you say bygones be bygones, you know, you forgive the person without telling it to them, and you kind of close that chapter, and then when somebody try to come back and make you relive those moments, you're like, why all of a sudden you want to do this? But what you need to realize is that this person is going to a different path in their life, and they may not be the same person that they was in the past. And in order for them to really move forward in their life, to really be in the role that they try so hard to work on to become a better person than yesterday, this is a step they have to do. So they have to make amends to their past. So it gives them closure to that previous life they had, and also to give a closure to the person listening to them. And no matter how long it takes, because you have to realize that you got to make peace and accept what you was before. You gotta prepare yourself mentally and emotionally to confront, or even just to talk to the person that you had a problem with and stuff like that. It takes a lot of energy and courage. So it could take months, years before you can actually face somebody and talk to the person, because she probably feel shame and all these other things because of her past or how she react to the girl and stuff like that. So yeah,
As selfish as it sounds, I don't want to feel guilty for something that my childhood self was doing.
How are you? I'm good. How are you? You look good. Thank you. So you.
What do you...
I like this part, like they see each other, they smile, they look mature enough, you look nice and stuff. So that's really cute. I really like how they come up to each other, not like, let me go again, or, like what she got to tell me. Nah, they had that approach. I was quite mature of them.
What do you remember about me from grade school?
You always were so bubbly. I remember that. I don't know. What do you remember about me?
I remember more of what I said about you, and I don't...
This is why I like Virginia approach to it. The bully asks her, what do you remember? And I mean, she got us. So I remember all the horrible things she said to me and blah blah blah, and but no, she said, I remember you as a bubbly person and stuff, but of course, the other girl could only have memories of Virginia only on what she did to her and things like that. She didn't see her no other way, but the image that she had in her head.
I know a lot of the, I guess the harsh words were more about my appearance.
I remember picking on you about your weight.
Nobody noticed the shift, but my grandmother passed away when I was in middle school, and she used to take medicine for her cancer, and it made her gain a lot of weight because she wasn't really worried about, how big she was. I kind of stopped worrying about how big I got. People just kept bothering me. And I think the major question was just like, why me? I felt like I was always very nice to you and very nice to everybody else. So it bothered me because it was just like, what did I ever do to you all for me to even, be subjected to that?
And you see, this is why a lot of people fail to understand. If you see someone at school, at work, wherever, and you see them at least smiling, you don't know behind that smile how much sorrows they have, how much things they're dealing with at home, or dealing at work or anything like that. Just leave the person the way they be. If you want to contribute and give their life an extra smile, extra joy, something to look forward to, but don't go and torment the person more than what they have, because that have a lot of consequences behind. It could be a last straw, and then they decide that okay, they don't want to be here anymore, they're sick of this and that. But a lot of people have their own issues to deal with. We have different ways of dealing with them. But if you're seeing someone that's still smiling or trying to smile despite all the many struggles and stuff, don't torment them. Don't torment them.
I was underweight, and I was taking medicine to be a healthy weight, and so I was projecting that on you. And I don't think that I even had any problem with the way you looked or your weight at all.
So you see, there again, it only shows from the previous video. She had her own insecurities dealing with weight. She was underweight, and probably the fact to see somebody gaining weight easily, and she had to use things to gain weight. Like she said, she didn't have a problem with the girl per se, but because she having her own struggle to gain weight and things like that, and somebody else doing it, getting it easier without doing any effort and stuff like that. She just probably was hating on a girl for that, and then frustrated that she unable to be like this girl and gain weight that easily.
Why didn't you stop?
I was being bullied, and so I knew it was wrong. I didn't want that done to me, but yet I turned around and was doing it to other people.
And I had no idea you were being bullied either.
You see, and this is a thing. If you've been bullied by other people, you know what it feels like to be bullied. You know how it hurts, having people pick on you. So you shouldn't have been picking on other people. You shouldn't have do it to other person, and knowing that how it tormented you and things like that, and then to go and do that to somebody else, that don't make no sense at all. Doesn't make sense.
It's funny you thought that I was very bubbly and friendly because I was wearing this, like, I wear it better now. I'm more honest about my feelings, but I was definitely wearing a facade.
Right.
I'd go home, cry about it, come back and be all like, and then I'd pick on people that I felt like weren't gonna pick back with me.
Right. It's not you. I mean, it wasn't just you. So I'm not gonna sit here and give you all of that.
You see, and this is what I like about the victim. Even they had other people that was bullying her. She dealing with her bully, the person in front of her, for what she did. So she holding her accountable for what she did and not putting everybody else on her. No, she just letting her know the part that she had growing up in school days and stuff like that, just dealing with the person as not adding other people.
Did you ever feel like when you were being bullied that you wanted to take your own life?
Yeah. Yeah. It was definitely a thought. This is probably the first time I've ever said it out loud. Well, probably the second time I've ever said it out loud, but yeah. I can't say that I hadn't thought about it. It's such a sad thing to think about. Wait, you said you thought about this too?
Yes. Just short answer, yes.
See, and this is why I said earlier that when you see you picking on someone, they're already dealing with a lot. She deal with the loss of her grandmother and thing, and then being bullied. It's very fatiguing, and with that, you just get exhausted and you don't want to give up. And the easy way to give up is just to take your own life away. And this is why you should think twice before you decide that you're gonna bully somebody. Whatever form of bullying, you should think twice before doing it.
I was insecure for a long time about my weight, about my appearance, about the way I dress. It took a long time for me to kind of like me.
The more I'm listening to you, the more I feel like, yeah, we had a lot in common.
It take a lot for me to really hate you. I didn't feel like I hated you then. I don't feel like I hate you now. And it took a long time for me to say, even though I haven't said it to you, that I forgive you guys for that. It was a lot to deal with. It's okay. It was a lot to deal with, and I just wanted to move on from it. I've never actually had something like that happen to me before.
I definitely did not expect for Virginia and I to have so much in common.
It felt good just to kind of close a sort of chapter in my life that was like pretty sucky. No, it's okay.
Even if you didn't let me, I was gonna hug you.
So yeah, I like how she remained a kind-hearted person and stuff like that, not hating, her bully for what she did, and forgave her without forgiving her face to face and stuff like that. And at least this can bring closure to both parties, for the victim and for the bully, and probably develop a good friendship and could move forward in life together. Because at the end, both of them had a lot in common. Both of them struggled, with the physical appearance and stuff like that. And if probably the bully didn't bully her, they could have actually worked through it together, and like hold each other's hands and they say, you know what, you looking good, compliment each other, boost the self-esteem and stuff like that. But at the end, they hug each other. That's so cute. At least they make peace and they can move forward in life as grown people and share this experience with other people so that they inspire other people to do the same thing. And more or less, my sister and I, we did this twice. We talk about it and things like that, and then I get to really understand the why and stuff. She did what she did and things like that, and make amends. So yeah, it was a nice video to watch. So I hope you guys liked it. I hope that you learned from it, and if you recollect of some wrongdoing that you did to people or whatever, it will be a good time to reach out and ask for forgiveness and things. So yeah, so that's it, part 2 of the bullying experience. And yeah, if you have a comment, please feel free to write it down below. And if you have a topic that you'd like to see turn into a video, you know where to write it as well. And I'll see you guys for next week's video. Until then, be safe, be blessed. Lots of love. Ciao.